What's going on, everybody? I am getting ready to put my new PC together, and this is, hey, what's going on? When Geeks Craft times two. This is, I was thinking about it, so I had to, I took one of my GPUs out of my current machine, and very quiet. Okay, let's see. Is this better? I don't know if this is in the way or not. We'll find out. Let me see. Audio mixer. Is that better? Can't hear me. Alright, let me try more volume, even more. That's, oh. I could also try a different setup. Hold on. How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me now? Ah, perfect. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my Yeti mic. I will have to check that out later. But thank you for letting me know and sticking with me while I worked on that. Sweet. So, yeah, got my parts today. Couldn't wait till tomorrow. And I realized it's been probably close to 15 years since I've built a PC. So it will be a struggle to remember how to do everything. And lots of stuff has changed. For example, the M2 standard did not exist when I did this last time. But luckily, most things are still the same. Oh, this is also my first AMD build and machine ever. Probably not different, but still, should be interesting. This is going to be a upgradable rig. So for my processor, because AMD is supposed to drop their new processors, hopefully in the second half of 2020 at some point. I got a 5 Series 2600, which should be perfectly adequate for my needs at the moment. For my hard drive, I have a P1 500 gig NVMe. For my RAM, I just got some DDR4 3600, only 16 gigs at the moment, so 2 8 gig sticks. I'll probably need to upgrade that sooner than later, but we'll find out. have my Windows Media installed on a 16 gig, actually I think it's a 32 gig flash drive. For my motherboard, I went with the Asus TUF Gaming X57 Plus Wi-Fi. I think this has, it's got a USB-C port on it, which I'm pretty excited for. Yeah. And no Wi-Fi 6, but it does have Wi-Fi 5, so that's exciting. And then for my graphics card, this is actually a friend of mine that he's lent to me a long time ago, but it's a GTX 9800 with the most recent graphics cards coming in yesterday, day before. I didn't want to buy one a few days ago when I ordered this stuff. So, yeah, we'll see. But there's also rumors that AMD is going to drop new graphics cards by the end of the year as well. So that should be exciting. For my power supply, I went with a 750 watt EVGA 80 plus gold, because got to care about the environment. And then for the case, it's too big to bring up here at the moment because there's just too much stuff. But I have a Fantex P400A that is not the RGB one, just the sort of blackout case. That's pretty much everything. It'd be interesting to see. I have to switch a lot of the peripherals that I have on this machine over to my new one, but I think I can find some parts, some keyboard and mouse laying around that I can use while I'm in the middle of this. But yeah, like I said, the last time I built a machine was 2005, I think, or thereabouts. The machine that I'm on now is from 2011, but it was just a purchase machine from a pre-built company, and it's been great. I haven't really needed to do any upgrades, but the CPU is an Intel 9600, I believe, and when I was looking at the stats, even between this older Ryzen 2600 and the one that I have now, I should see about a 4 times increase in performance. So I'm pretty excited about that. It should be just significantly better. But all right, with everything laid out, let's start opening stuff. All right, we'll start with the motherboard, because why not? Okay. Let's see if I can make some more room up here without just completely disturbing everything. All right. Okay, it's probably fine. All right, so we have some Wi-Fi antenna, I believe. Yep. Oh, Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 5, dual band moving antenna. Okay. That'll be useful. The board itself. Can't really see much at the moment. It's in a anti-static bag. Okay. Cables. Faceplate. Just want to see the faceplate. Tiny screws and standoffs. Stickers, always important. Gotta have them. Manuals. I normally read all user guides, and I'm not even kidding, but I'm not gonna do that right now because that would make for some awesome content, I'm sure. driver sets. It's interesting that they put that on a DVD drive still. You'd think that they'd just be cheap enough to throw a USB cable in there and just, or not a cable, but a little thumb drive in there and call it a day, but you know. Alright, so that's everything out of here. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Oops, sorry if that was mega loud. Let's take the board out of its little housing. Alright, so I do have a silicone mat, which oh, you know this bolt? You know this board? Does it look familiar? I don't know why you would think that. It's not like I got recommendations from anybody that you know on good stuff to get. Okay. Alright, so we can take a look at the inputs. Oh, USB-C, bunch of USB 3. So interestingly, the machine that I'm on now, it didn't even have USB 3 in it. It just had a bunch of old USB 2. So a couple months ago, I bought a USB 3 PCIe card. But yeah, I thought it was funny that it didn't even have it. I don't know why they put PS2 ports on there. Cool. What is the teal USB? That must be USB 2.0 port or 2.2 ports. Cool. CPU, power, PCIe 16, riser boards, hard drive stuff. I think that's for the NVMe and RAM. Okay. SATA, yep. Chipset. Oh wait, I think, does the NVMe go in under here? Yeah, I think it does. See, this is why I always read the manuals. Let's see. Layout. Okay, so this is the M2 socket. That's the first one, and this is the second one. Okay, cool. So, sweet. All right, I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with, man, there's a lot of different ports. Okay, let's open this guy up. It is just absurd to me still that 500 gigs is, such a tiny little space. Ooh, what game are you guys playing? Wait, like you guys are playing separate games at the same time? Also, which Zelda? Okay. Well, you know what? I really hope that this came with what's it called, pre-installed, because ooh, Seed Quest. Installation instructions. Yep. Read this first, see? It's, you know, you just gotta follow instructions. Has pre-applied thermal interface. Sweet. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Alright, let's get a look at this. So shiny. And then the it's just a riser, yeah, nothing in there. I mean, that's kind of a big heatsink. Just leave that alone for now. I'm guessing I need to take those off. Let's see. Is that better? Oh, that's type 1, type 2. Yep. Cool. That's all I gotta do for that. Wait, let's see if it has a setup. Memory configurations. CPU. Alright, let's just, yep. CPU, memory, expansion, onboard LEDs, connectors. Well, that's a good point. I'm going to need to open up the case here in a second to see if there's, nope, building your system. Yep. What do you say we just follow the instructions? Install your I/O shield in the chassis rear I/O panel. We can do that. All right. This one might be a little more tricky to get on camera because it's sorry if it's loud. Okay. Whew. Okay. Front panel, cover. Okay. Oh, bother. Whew. All right, let's put this guy back on. Have that upside down? Nope. Nice. Okay. So you can kind of see it's got a tempered glass, a nice. You can see. It's a little hard to see through the tempered glass, but there's a slot down here for the power supply, and then plenty of space inside. One of the reasons I went with this case is it's rated for awesome airflow, and I plan to do air cooling. Another reason is it has these cleanable mesh filters that just magnetically snap on. You saw this part came off very easily. There's another mesh filter down at the bottom that they just pop off. So that's pretty exciting. And also it came with a couple case fans. I'm gonna add some more in the future, but yeah. For now, it shall do nicely. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you're here, well, I won't gladly surrender them, but I guess that would be okay if you guys move here. I guess this is how this comes off. Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, not that I'll be in and out of here a lot, but this is a weird way to do this. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's normal. It's just a piece of glass that comes off. Okay, sure. I'm good with that. Where can I put this where it's not going to fall and shatter? I'm sure it'll break. It's fine. Everything's fine. So you can kind of see in there now a little bit better. Let me see if I can pick it up and get a better shot up here. So this is the way it sits. And so you can kind of see, here's the back. Down there's the spot for the power supply. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so I think that, oh right, I was going to put the, I got distracted. I was going to put the plate on, which is right here. So, ooh. I mean, it's no like handmade laser case, which would be kind of the ideal, but yeah, custom fit. Did you guys end up putting fan covers on your fans, or is it still just a finger trap waiting to happen? Let's see, so this will go like this. No. I see. Well, I mean, you could like laser cut some frames to glue some mesh on there. Safety third. So now this is supposed to just pop in here like this, I think. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. That looks nice. Let's take a look. Mm-hmm. Little graphics here. Nice I/O shield. Okay. Alright. I'm going to put this down here for now. Eventually I'm going to have to take the back off. Ooh, it's got some top-mounted USB. Oh, so in my current case, the reason that I got a new case and didn't just stick with it is that it is a, well, A, it's massive, but B, it's a Silverstone Raven. And one of the things about the Ravens is that they are, their motherboard mount is rotated 90 degrees. So if normally the board is like this, and all the I/O ports are coming out the back, the Ravens are mounted like this, and all the I/O ports come out the top. So then what's kind of nice about that is not only are your I/O ports out the top, but your graphics cards are out the top. And so if your machine is just sitting on the ground next to you, you have access to all your ports, sort of like, right, if your machine's here, you have all your ports right here, opposed to along the back. Allegedly, it had better airflow for cooling because heat rises. So if you put the exhaust fans on the top, you could just exhaust the air out, opposed to having to move it sideways first. But meh. The case is also just freaking massive. Yeah. And it's still perfectly good and working, so I didn't really want to disassemble it. Interesting. So this suggests putting the motherboard in first and then installing the CPU inside of it. I feel like that's just further. Oh well, but you know what? You might not be able to get to the screws. Yeah. Smart. You know, they're smart. They are smart. Okay, let's put some of this stuff out of danger zone. Put the graphics card over here. Everything's fine. Now, I know you guys can't see that well from there, so let me see if I can get... That might be the best that I can get for that angle. And then this one, my face is probably out of view. That's okay for now. Alright, so then this goes like this. Whoops. Everything's fine. Just sit tight for a second here. Okay. You guys just... Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Step 1 complete. Okay. Mistakes have been made. Gonna have to back this out. feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, there we go. I don't know that this was supposed to come all the way out, but it's fine. That's where we're at. Alright, that's back in there. Oh hey, how's it going? I'm in the computer. Well, this is nice. There's some nice cable management back here. Some nice little strapping along here. Plenty of little places to stick cables through. So that'll be good. Alright, so this is what I came in here to get. The accessory box, which is nicely tucked away into one of these drive caddies. Okay. So got 2 drive caddies down here. Aha. Lots of screws, that's what I was looking for. And some more instructions. "22 motherboard and SSD screws, 1 motherboard standoff, 4 PSU screws." I like that they have this listed. Okay, so this is kind of hilarious. So there's instructions on here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but for how to get the panels off. But in order to get to these instructions, you would have had to have taken the panels off. So I'm not really sure how that works. But yeah. Okay. 9 screws, power supply. Ooh, toolless. The caddies are toolless, which is nice. Ooh, okay. Let's okay, gonna have to qualify her. Yeah. Put this back down. Okay, now we can put this back in. Let's see, where can I set you guys? Okay, that's good enough. All right. Everything's aligned there. Cool. Now, just got to figure out which screws are which. It said that there are 22 motherboard screws, 2 thumb screws, 12 fan screws, and 4 PSU screws. Alright, so let's see. I think those are going to be the motherboard hard drive screws. I'm just sort of grouping these little tiny screws pile. I guess I could use these little trays that I have. But where's the fun in that? Okay. So there's 10 of those so far. 4 thumb screws, 4, 5, 1 standoff, 1 of those, 11, okay, 12 of those. I don't remember which one had 12, but then these are all part of that pile. Okay, 12 motherboard, 2 thumb, 12 fan, 4 PSU. That's interesting. I have 4 thumb screws. Well, that's fine. Okay, so these are the fan screws, and these are the motherboard SSD, and then these are the PSU, and I have 5. Okay, well, you know. I mean, yeah, when you have more screws, the only logical option is to then build more machines to then use those screws. And, like, honestly, if you want to build a custom machine for somebody, I can probably help you find someone who, or a custom case, who likes, you know, technology and woodworking based things. Like, I think we could probably find somebody like that. Well, that rail is right in the way. It's fine. Everything's fine. The worst part is I have like 4 pairs of tweezers right here. Oh, I can actually get to them. Okay. I'm not sure that the tweezers are better, but we'll see. Using a screwdriver in your non-dominant hand is, well, it's interesting. Okay. Yeah, the last time I built a machine was in high school, and my best friend at the time helped me pick out all the parts, and we were assembling it, and everything was going well, but I could not get Windows to install. And we were like, I guess we were 14, 15 at the time, and his mom came down because it was like 2 in the morning, and she was like, "All right, boys, it's time for bed. Like, you guys gotta go to sleep." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, obviously not gonna argue with my friend's mom. Like, I was a guest in their house and whatnot. He goes, "Mom, how would you feel if you just gotten a Christmas present and you couldn't use it? You'd been struggling with it." And she just looked at us with this like exacerbated look, like clearly computer things were not an area that went well when trying to argue for reasonable bedtimes. And she was just like, whatever. And so I think we stayed up till like 4, 5 in the morning trying to get it working. I guess we did eventually, but I don't remember. I mean, obviously we got it working, but I don't know if we got it working that night then and there. But it was fun. Okay, cool. Screws installed. Next step. All right, the power supply. Ooh, a new box to open. Yep. Oh. There's something about buying a Gold Plus power supply because you want to help do your part to save energy where you can, and it coming wrapped in all this plastic. I feel like maybe that's not the most ideal situation, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, another instruction manual. Oh yeah, the other thing about this one is that it's fully modular. So that'll be nice. Cables. Screws, of which I already have some. I guess it's semi-modular. Modular? I'm not sure. I think it's semi-modular actually. Alright. Yeah, semi-modular because its cable is attached. Oh, there's a little eco mode. Not really much to show here. Just kind of a power supply. Let's figure out how to get this guy installed. I think I'm going to need to back this up a little bit. Okay. Well, that would be silly. Okay. That's for that. Here's the case. Install the PSU on the outside. Okay. So the power supply did come with screws, but because they're all the ones that came with it are with the case are all black. I kind of like that a little bit better. Everything will blend in. Okay. Maybe my case came with a power supply when I bought it before, because I don't remember. Gosh, it's been 15 years though, so I just don't remember assembling. Oh, that's not the right screw. Is it? Are these the same? No, these are slightly bigger, I think. Yeah. I just don't remember assembling the case in PSU, but fun fact about that case, it had these little plastic inserts on it, I guess. On the front, it had like a panel that could swing open, and I didn't like they were red. I wanted them to be blue, so I tried spray painting them, but I didn't quite grasp the concept of masking stuff off. So when I went to spray it, I like masked the edges, but I didn't get that spray paint would scatter. So I had this like just janky looking front panel that yeah. Yeah, some of us build the components in the case, not a case around our components. But to each their own. All right, so it's looking good. Just gonna kind of tuck these over here for now. So I think I should have installed these first. Yep. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, it's not stressful at all. It's quite nice just hanging out, chatting about memories, building CPUs, or building CPUs. Wow. Building towers and assembling computers. Uh, I used to work in the, well, I say work. I volunteered in the IT department of my high school. And so I would run around and swap out machines for the teachers and carry monitors around. And it was, pretty fun. But yeah, actually, that same friend that I built that machine with, he did the same. We kind of hung out a lot, actually. Oh, jeez, so many cables. CPU 1 and 2. What is the point of these modular cables? Like, why? I mean, I guess if they break or whatever, you can replace individual parts. Alright, well, and I guess if you don't need stuff, you can take it off. What all power supplies do I need? So obviously the motherboard, the CPU, the VGA probably. That's a CPU, check. Which ones are these? These are for SATA. SATA? Okay. Let's see. So this, okay. Oh, it's got 6 and 6. All right. I'm just gonna plug everything in. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oops. And then figure out what we don't need later. That's seems like the easier approach. Oh yeah, it's very easy, very pleasant. I kind of liked it better when there was a little hole here that I could peek out at. Yeah. Splitter. Okay. Okay. And nice Velcro. This, I guess, is perf. I don't know that I'm going to need these right now. I'm going to hold off on those. Ceviche. This one's interesting. That's CPU. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's if you have, I guess that's if you have a dual. Oh, these are both dual. Huh. I don't have any of those right now. I don't think, at least. Yeah, I'm just going to plug them all. I'm going to stick to the plan, plug them all in. We'll deal with cable management later. Do you guys remember your first build? Which machines you built first? I'm curious if other people had similar experience of just kind of late nights trying to get it running at first, or that was just me being a noob. What? You've never built a PC? I feel like you guys should have disassembled the other one, and in order to have it, you had to reassemble it. Yeah. What was your first? That must have been cool having an electrical engineer as a dad. What did you do? Did you guys do any projects together? I really don't think I need this. Oh, that's cool. Built your first box from your first internship. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Video games are quite alluring. I'm like a pretty bad video game nerd, though. I really only played like mainstream titles. The only one that I played that was like really niche was there was a demo disc that I got from one of the magazines that I subscribed to. I'm not sure which one it was, but yeah, and it was called Porsche Boxster Racing, and it was on the PS1, and it was a racing game, and it must have been co-sponsored by Porsche, because you were just racing Porsche Boxsters. No way, dude! I have a Hackintosh Dell Mini 9 that is it's just sitting over there doing nothing. Although I don't think it has OS X on it anymore. That thing was fun. Man, it was nice to have such like a portable PC that you could actually just sort of like toss around. What color was yours? Mine was glacier white. They were great boxes. I mean, they had pretty good battery life. Um, I used to my main backpack, so I kind of when I was doing primarily laptops, I liked having a nice bag to carry it around with because I was like, well, that's sort of part of the deal is if you're gonna take your laptop, you got to have a bag to carry it in. So I kind of got a little bit obsessed with finding the perfect bag that had the right amount of space but wasn't too bulky, compartments but wasn't over compartmentalized and became useless. And for a while I was using a Camelback, I think it's called a Blowfish, and it was a small, if you put a Camelback bladder in it, it was I think like a liter. So it was a very small bag, and it was perfect for that laptop because um, small, compact, easy to cart around. But okay, cool. Power supply in. Progress. Okay, we don't have any hard drives to install, so that's cool. Back to the motherboard. 9 screws are in. Let's do the CPU installation. See, now this I should have waited on this part because now I can't lay the box exactly flat, but nice. Yeah, I definitely just stuck an Apple logo over it, but the Apple logo stickers were white, so it didn't really stand out that much. Yeah. Against the glossy white. But yep. Yeah, I showed up to my internship. I guess I got that in the summer of 2009, right before the summer of 2009. And I showed up to my internship to do some development work, and that was my machine. And it was actually kind of fine. Like for a couple weeks, I was doing fine, but it was just like because it was the 9, it was a little bit smaller. It just was like way too small. So I also had one of the black original MacBooks at the time, and so I ended up having my the internship was in New York, so it's away from home, and I had my parents ship me my other laptop because I was like, I can't do this for the entire time that I'm here. Like it's just gonna be way too cramped, but it was fine. Yep. Oh right, PCU or CPU install. All right, golden arrow. So flip up the arm. Golden arrow in this corner. Okay. Diagonally opposed to the arm. Yep. And then replace the arm. Seems straightforward enough. Man, this is hefty. I don't remember these things being this heavy. Okay. Golden arrow diagonally opposed to the arm. Okay. seated. And arm in. Sweet. Painless. Okay. Yep. Arrow up. Arm up. Golden arrow. Yep. Alright, heatsink. Thermal paste. Don't need it. Type 2. Gotta take off those spacer bars. Yep. $10 points if anyone can tell me where this screwdriver is from. Nope. Oh no, it was really easy on the Mini 9 to remove the RAM. There's a little access panel on the back. Did the battery come out of the Mini 10s? Nope, it is not from Hobby Lobby. It is not made in the US. Oh, nice. Alright. CPU. Let's see. Guess this is supposed to go like this. What does it screw into? Aha. See, I knew there was something weird there. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. I need to hold that on while very carefully attaching the CPU. Well, first let's figure out where the CPU... It's kind of a short cable, so let's see where the CPU fan is. Okay, I'm going to assume it's one of those. Oh, but it could be one of these. Oh, wait. Cha fan. AIO. Okay. This is going to require closer inspection. Nope, not German. It came, your next clue is that it came with something. It was included as a part of a, something else that I got. Oh, CPU fan out. Okay, cool. I think that's where that goes then. Okay, so that just needs to go upwards. Yep. There you go, WinGeeksCraft. $10 points. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Well, now that that's all done, CPU installed. CPU fan. Installed. Okay. Cool. All right. So there's that mess. What is next on the list here? Let's put this dust filter back. That is really nice, I gotta say. Okay, CPU fan, CPU fan. Oh, RAM. Okay. Okay, now this says make sure that you have the RAM configuration properly. Let's look at those. So this panel has serial presence detected at SPD. Okay. So basically A2 and B2, because I only have 2 sticks. So the 2 light gray modules. Let's see if we can get some actual shot of camera view in here. Well, it's actually not bad for RAM. Okay. Oh, that was actually surprisingly frustration free. Another sticker. I'm curious to see, I think I have 24 gigs in my current machine, so going to 16, we'll see. Okay. Oh, that's fixed. Nope. Okay. Fully seated. Okay. In. Next, ATX power. And then graphics cards. NVMe. Oh, so it does want me to put the M2 under the armor here. Interesting. Okay, you can do that. But first, I think it's set to do some other stuff, yeah. ATX power connection. Okay. So we just need to route that. Let's see. That's here. And here's the 12 volt. I don't know what that needs, but. Okay. So we just need the big cable to you kind of see what I'm doing. Okay. And then this goes here. Is that right? Oh, I think that's backwards. Yeah. Maybe? Nope. Why is it? Tie this backwards? Oh. Yeah, it has to go like this. Why does that not feel right? Okay, yeah. It's literally the only way I can go, but... Oh, I see. These go underneath of there. Okay, power supply is in. Next, SATA devices don't have any. Front panel connector. USB connector. Okay. Let's see. Okay. USB connector. USB 3. Front panel. I'm guessing it's this one. Let's look it up. Okay, so I think, sorry about that. I think that this one is where the USB 3 is going to go. Gen 3. Yep. Right next to the RAM. Yep, perfect. Okay. That will go. It's got a little bump. Perfect. So we can put that in there. Okay. Now front panel connector. Front panel audio connector. AAFP. I saw that somewhere. Where did I see that? AAFP right here. Okay. Now which one of these? HD audio. Okay. Come in through here. Yes. Nope. You're gonna come in through here so that you can. Actually, you're gonna come in through here so you can have a nice soft bend. in, 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 in. Front panel connector. I need these cables. And these cables. Is that it? No, I feel like there should be a bunch more. Maybe not. Oh wait, maybe they are already routed through. USB 2. Power, oh, yeah, these are the power, okay. So these need to go on guessing down here, if memory serves me correctly. Okay, Fantex cases with these cable ties are really nice. Yeah, that's really nice for cable management in the back. I need to move this slightly. Yeah, perfect. Okay. HD LED power SW. Okay. Yep. And check. I'm going to take a break and go get some water and stuff, but I will be back in a little bit.